I'm local. I was born and raised in Carnegie.
I came to Pittsburgh sight unseen as a freshman at CMU, then CIT, Carnegie Institute of Technology, in the fall of 1962.
And what did you see when you came into Pittsburgh?
Yeah, so what I saw as I was coming into Pittsburgh is I'm looking out of the Greyhound bus to my left, McLaughlin Steelworks spewing smoke and flames in the air, and I thought, what is going on here? It was a sight to see. Some years ago, our neighbor was involved in wood burning, indoors and out, over a period of 6 years, 24/7, 365, all temperatures. So our indoor air quality, as well as our outside air quality, suffered immensely, as did our health. It was hell on earth. So from that time forward, we've made every effort to get involved in those efforts related to air quality that we can. And we're working with ROCIS in an effort to learn more about what we can do to improve upon both outdoor and indoor air quality.
ROCIS is an initiative based in southwestern Pennsylvania, and it stands for Reducing Outdoor Contaminants in Indoor Spaces.
We have monitors now, indoors and out, so we can contrast our indoor environment to our outdoor environment.
The low-cost monitoring project is a project of ROCIS. There are 3 objectives. One is to engage folks in monitoring and therefore learn and better understand how monitoring can have a positive impact on them. The second thing is to gather data and really understand what the data looks like when you're using a device that's measuring particles, for example, in a home, and look at the impact of outdoor and indoor effects. The third thing is to figure out how to make a difference, and that's to use low-cost monitors in order to test and verify the effectiveness of different interventions, but also see how low-cost monitors support people's use of an intervention.
All right, we have readings here on this stylus. Small particulate, 613, large particulate, 28. The particulate levels outdoors are consistently higher than particulate levels indoors. Outdoors, we may see Dylos readings over 1,000. Indoors, we'll see Dylos readings very small, as low as 78 or below 100. In the remainder of this wing, we are focused on radon. The levels right now are fairly low. We're looking at levels long-term 1.43, one day 0.83.
Radon is naturally occurring. It's odorless. It comes into a house through primarily cracks and holes, but sometimes just seeps through porous materials like concrete. It's estimated that there are 21,000 cancer deaths a year due to radon. And in Allegheny County, 40% of the buildings are estimated to have radon levels above 4.0 picocuries per liter.
So our mitigation efforts in the basement entailed sealing walls, floors, all openings.
If you have a crack that's equal to the size of your thumbnail, that could allow enough radon into your basement to cause your levels to be above 4.0. So it really makes sense to seal the openings because that way the radon system doesn't have to work as hard. But normally the passive systems alone aren't effective. And if you are using a passive system, you definitely would want to have monitoring so you could make sure that you've got the impact that you want.
We're achieving our goal to achieve values of 2.0 picocuries per liter.
Or less.
Or less. We undertook another intervention with ROCIS, namely an air handler or furnace intervention. The findings from the initial assessment indicated that the blower speeds were way too high. We're now monitoring the air handler on a regular basis, continuous basis, using a manometer. We're measuring the static pressure across this filter. When we had uncleaned filters, both in the electronic unit and the pre-filter, we had measurements in the 0.275 range here, way up here. When we cleaned the electronic unit, we brought the readings down to 0.05. Dramatic difference.
I think I've been 2 years without a cold. No sinus, no irritated eyes, nothing.
My wife and I, through these ROCIS interventions, both the radon intervention and the air handler intervention, have not only learned a lot, but I believe we've significantly improved our quality of life.